You blinked, and seven-seater SUVs turned into silent rockets. Because what CAOA Chery did with the new Tiggo 8 Pro PHEV simply makes no sense when you look at the numbers. It's 317 HP, more than 400 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 6 seconds, and all of this in a giant SUV with 7 seats made to carry family, luggage, the dog, and still leave many sports cars embarrassed at the stoplight. And while these interior images appear on the screen, look at the level the Chinese have reached. Giant curved screen, premium finish, fully digital dashboard, electric seats, panoramic roof, and an interior silence that feels like a luxury electric car. Now hold on, this car isn't just strong, it can also run practically as an electric in daily use. And this is where the Tiggo 8 Pro PHEV starts to scare the competition. Because Chery took a family SUV, added 2 electric motors, a 1.5 turbo engine, created an absurdly complex hybrid system, and turned it into a spaceship on wheels. And no, this isn't a mild hybrid like many SUVs that put a tiny electric motor just for marketing. This is serious business here. There are 2 electric motors working together with the turbo combustion engine, and when everything kicks in at the same time, the car simply takes off. It's that instant torque that throws you back in the seat without making a sound. No effort, no drama, it just goes. And this completely changes the experience of driving a large SUV, because normally a 7-seater is heavy, slow, a gas guzzler, but not here. The Tiggo 8 Pro PHEV feels like an electrified German premium SUV. Now look at this madness. This car's DHT transmission simulates 11 combined gears. 11! And this exists for a reason. The system always tries to use the most efficient mode possible. Sometimes the car runs fully electric. Sometimes the combustion engine kicks in alone. Sometimes all 3 motors work together. All this happening automatically in real time. It's almost as if the car is thinking for itself what's the best way to save fuel or deliver power. And then comes the question, is this genius or too complex? Because the more technology you add, the more that classic fear arises. How will this be in 10 years? And I want to know your opinion on this. Would you have the courage to buy a plug-in hybrid SUV with all this complexity? Or do you still prefer a traditional, naturally aspirated engine for peace of mind? Comment down below because this discussion is heating up. And take the chance now, if you're not a subscriber yet, subscribe to the channel because here I'm not tied to any car manufacturer. And one more thing, check the pinned comment later and the products appearing down here in the video because I only put things there that are actually worth it. Now going back, let's talk about the most absurd point of this car. Fuel consumption, because when the battery is charged, the Tiggo 8 Pro PHEV achieves numbers that seem like a lie for an SUV this size. There are people driving for weeks without practically using gasoline, and this totally changes the cost of use. Imagine a 7-seater SUV with over 300 HP spending less fuel than many 1.0 economy cars. It sounds like a joke, but that's exactly what's happening. The battery has about 19 kilowatt hours and allows you to run most of your daily routine in electric mode. In other words, for those who can charge at home, the gas station starts to become a rare visit. And this is where many people start to look at plug-in hybrids differently, because it delivers the best of both worlds. You drive electric in the city, but you still have a massive range to travel without worry. Now, let's compare it with the normal Tiggo 8 Pro, because many people will look at both and think, but is it worth paying much more for the hybrid? And here comes the big difference. The traditional Tiggo 8 Pro uses a 1.6 turbo engine with 187 HP. Does it drive well? Yes, but compared to the PHEV, it feels like another car. The hybrid delivers almost double the torque, the response is much faster, the silence is much greater, and mainly, the feeling of technology is completely different. The normal Tiggo 8 still feels like a modern turbo SUV. The PHEV feels like something from another level. It feels like a premium brand car. And it's not just in performance. In traffic, the hybrid is much smoother. You pull away in electric mode, drive in silence, no vibration, no jerking. And when you need to accelerate hard, the turbo engine joins the electric ones and the car turns into a missile. Now, let's talk about the competitors because the fight is heavy here. On one side, BYD Song Plus, on the other, GWM Haval H6 PHEV, and in the middle of it all, Chery trying to steal customers from both. The Song Plus is perhaps the most balanced, more comfortable, more efficient, and probably the strongest in resale today. Now, the Haval H6 delivers a more refined drivability and a more mature feel, but the Tiggo 8 Pro PHEV enters a different category for a simple reason: 7 seats, and that changes everything. Because practically no other plug-in hybrid SUV in this range delivers this level of power, space, finish, and technology together. And another important thing, the Tiggo 8 Pro PHEV grabs attention a lot. The new giant diamond grille, the LEDs, the rear look, it has presence. It looks more expensive than it actually is. And honestly, if you take off the Chery logo, many people will think it's a European SUV. Now, it's not all roses, because there is one point that still scares many people: resale value. This is still the big ghost for Chinese cars. Even with the massive evolution of the brands, there's still that fear. How will this car be in a few years? Will it depreciate a lot? What about the parts? And this concern isn't totally unfair. because plug-in hybrid technology is still new to many repair shops. So whoever buys a car like this needs to understand one thing. You are entering a more technological world, more sophisticated, and that requires trust in the brand. But one thing is a fact. When you step into a Tiggo 8 Pro PHEV, you realize right away that the game has changed. And maybe that's the most important point of this car. It shows that the automotive future is no longer coming. It has already arrived, and it arrived fast, very fast. Now, I want to hear from you. Would you have the courage to pay over $40,000 for a hybrid plug-in Chery? Or would you still go with Toyota, Honda, or some traditional SUV, even if it delivers less power and less technology? Comment down below. And the Tiggo 8 Pro PHEV, like it or not, is one of the most impressive SUVs that have appeared in recent years.